So in today's tea time with Adelaide, she went over a what was it called? The box 7, which is weather and clothing box, and she showed like the kind of the weather stuff. And I thought, oh, you know what? Some of this we're already doing, and so I kind of wanted to share what we're doing. So I got this idea from one of my daughters in her homeschool co-op pre-K preschool class. They had a calendar that they went over every every day. Of course, it was only once a week. Like the co-op only met once a week, so it was always a Friday. And so when they went over their calendar, it was like, what day is today? Friday, every week. So so there's that. But I was like, this is actually a great idea. And so I started this like a year ago in Japanese. So I bought this trifold magnetic board like on Amazon, and it's a dry erase board as well. So that was really, Chris, I think maybe this is going to be backwards in on the screen, but anyway. So what I did was I started with my kids. I started with the easy stuff, which is the days of the week, because that already kind of makes sense to them. So in Japanese, in every language, I think this is interesting that the first 2 days of the week are always Sunday and Monday, and then the next 5 are like the 5 brightest stars in the sky, whatever those are in your language, which, you know, like maybe Mars and Mercury and stuff like that. But in Japanese, they're Sunday, Monday, Fire Day, Water Day, Tree Day, Gold Day, which coincidentally is Friday, which is payday. So I thought that was always ironic, and Dirt Day. So it's Nichiyobi, Getsuyobi, Kayobi, Suiyobi, Mokuyobi, Kinyobi, Doyobi. And I made up a little song. It's Nichiyobi, Getsuyobi, Kayobi, Suiyobi, Mokuyobi, Kinyobi, Doyobi, Senshu. Senshu means week. So what I'll say is Kyo wa, which means today, nanjobi or nanyobi. So today, what day of the week is it? And they'll say Kyo wa kayobi, because today is Tuesday. So we slip that over here. And we say Kino wa yesterday, Kino wa nanyobi, Kino wa getsuyobi. Yesterday was Monday. And then we say ashita, which means tomorrow, ashita wa nanyobi, ashita wa suiyobi, right? And then we take the day of the week that is today, and we move it over here. So then we have the months of the year, which this wouldn't work for someone who lives in Australia, because January is not winter in Australia. So this wouldn't work for someone in Australia, but this would work great for people who are in America, or in the United States, like I am. So we've got Ichigatsu, Nigatsu, Sangatsu, Yongatsu, Gogatsu, Rokugatsu, Nanagatsu, Hachigatsu, Kugatsu, Jugatsu, Juichigatsu, Junigatsu, and they have little images that kind of represent, you know, like what's in that month, like, you know, hearts for Valentine's Day, and the 4-leaf clover for St. Patrick's Day. And then we've got April showers bring May flowers, June bug brings a friend, which I don't know if y'all are familiar with that saying, but that's where I got that. So then we say, you know, see, kongetsu wa, that means this month, kongetsu wa nangatsu, kongetsu wa nangatsu, gogatsu. And so then we stick that up here. And then the days of the month are kind of tricky. So I actually created a cheat sheet for myself, and I use a magnet, like, and stick it on the back, because usually, like, I'm standing up here and I'm leaning over and I'm talking to my kids, because they're all gathered in front of it, because they want to take the magnets off and put them in the right places. So they're all right in front of it, crowded around, and there's no way I can reach down here. So I'm like standing behind, which means I can just be like, kon getsu, non gatsu, you know, so that I don't have to remember it. I just have this little cheat sheet that I hang on the back. And the days of the month in Japanese are really, some of them are irregular. So I like highlighted the irregular ones. But anyway, so I like go through them with my kids. Like today is the 17th. So I go, 1日、2日、3日、4日、5日、6日、7日、8日、9日、10日、11日、12日、13日、14日、15日、16日、17日, or 17日, excuse me. And then we put it up here, and then we read the whole date is 火曜日、5月17日. And then we have the seasons, which again, I have my cheat sheet. I actually have 2 cheat sheets. So this is like for the days of the week, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I've got the months of the year, and I've got the days of the month. And I have my little questions, like how to say what month is it, and the last month and next month, what day of the week is it, what day of the month is it. And then on my other cheat sheet, I have what season is it. So this is where the video for today, or the meeting for today, made me think of this, because this is where we go into seasons and weather. And so it's kisetsu wa nani, like what is the current season. So we've got haru, which is spring, natsu, which is summer, aki, which is fall, and yuki, which is winter. And so we say kisetsu wa nani, natsuda, like it's summer, natsuda. And then we have I ask him about the weather, which I haven't finished creating the left panel, but so I say tenki wa dou, how's the weather, tenki wa dou, and they can say well, they're kind of out of order. Samui, which means cold, and it only means cold for like ambient temperature. You can't say like my drink is samui. That's not the right word. So samui means cold, like cold temperature, or cold like ambient temperature. The air is cold. Samui. Atatakai is like nice. You could translate it as warm, but really it really means nice, like good weather or good temperature. And then atsui is hot. And then I have some others which I never did put on the magnets. So what I did was I bought a 1-inch magnetic strip on Amazon, which you can get it like 1 inch by 10 feet or 1 inch by 7 feet or something like that, which is more than you need. But then you just take this paper and you like peel back the adhesive and just stick it on there. And then you take your scissors and you just cut it. And it's actually not that difficult to cut through the magnet. And so that's where, and I designed all of these so that they're 1 inch tall, except for the seasons, which are 1 inch wide. So I just laid them on the strip sideways. But then I also have some others that, like I said, I honestly just lost my magnetic strips, and so I don't have these on the magnets yet, but I have, like, if it's cloudy, kumori da, or if it's sunny or clear skies, it's hare da. And then like if it's raining, it's ame ga futeru, which means the rain is falling. Or if it's snowing, yuki ga futeru, which means the snow is falling. So these endings can go with either one of these, and I plan to put them on the board like this so that my kids know which ending goes with which one. And then for windy, it's kaze ga tsuyoi. For storm, like if there's a thunderstorm, dayu ga iru. And then for like it's freezing is kaze ga tsumetai. Anyway, so that's how I have my little my trifold, calendar and weather thing that I do with my kids in Japanese. Like I said, I have my cheat sheets that have everything on it, and I stick them on the back with a magnet so that when we're going over it, because the days of the month are really hard. The days of the month are hard because so many of them are irregular, like 13 of them. So almost half of them are irregular. And so I'm like, how can you call it irregular if that's like almost half of them, but whatever. Anyway, so they're hard. So I have my cheat sheets on the back to remind me how to ask, like what question to ask and how to ask the questions and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's mine. And I had to get like some Japanese friends to help me with the phrasing because I really didn't know how to say, and I said some things wrong. So yeah, I had to get some Japanese friends to help me with the phrasing. So, but anyway, that's what I have. And that's what we try to do it every day, or at least every weekday when we're doing school. In the morning, I'll bring out the calendar, and they absolutely love it. Like they really love it because they get to, take off the magnets and put them in the right places and stuff like that. And there's, I have 4 kids, but I mean, there's plenty for them to do because you've got, for the days of the week, you've got today, yesterday, tomorrow, and then you have to put it, over on the right place. And you've got the months of the year, so you got to put the month in the right place. And you've got the days of the month, so you got the day of the month in the right place. And then you've got the seasons, so you got to put the season in the right place. And then you've got at least 2 weather things, both temperature and whether it's like sunny or cloudy or raining or snowing or windy or whatever. And so the kids have plenty to do. And so, even though there are 4 of them, each one of them very definitely gets to do multiple things. So they really enjoy the calendar. But that's what we do. And since she mentioned she was talking about weather today, it just kind of made me think of that.